G'day everybody, January Man 169 here, working on the Craftsman. Oh, I was going to show you the model number, but I can't at the moment. I mean, I could, but really ain't no need. So, anyways, I'm working on the engine. You can see I got the harness all unraveled. I rewired the key switch. It works. I had it running a couple of days ago, and the day I worked on it, and I drove down the driveway here and into the front yard, engaged the blades. The blades started to fire, the blades started turning momentarily, and the engine, but I drove it from inside the garage, backed it out, turned around, down and into the yard. Okay. Well, once I tried to engage the blades, I just disengaged and attempted to restart the mower. You just turn the key, nothing every time. So I shoved it back to the garage, put it in the garage, called it quits for the day. It's getting late because I worked all day on wiring up that key switch. And so I come out today, and just for laughs, I hit the key. I wasn't really trying to start. I just bumped the key because I really didn't expect it to do anything. Well, when I bumped the key, the engine cranked. So I'm like, well, I wonder if it'll start. So I turned the key and cranked her, and it's like she's not getting any gas. So I grabbed my starting fluid, hit the key, boom. She'll run until the starting fluid's gone again, as if it's not getting any gas. So I'm looking at this mower. It has a fuel pump, right? Come around here on the other side. It's also got that the fuel solenoid there. And I'm like, first things first, maybe the solenoid isn't, see, when you energize it, that solenoid, it pulls that, there's a piston in there, and it sucks it down. Oh, and the fuel fills the bowl, right? So, I mean, it was running fine, and it run on starting fluid. So, from over there, I can clearly see I got fuel in the line, and that's plenty of fuel right there that it should run more than a second. And so I was thinking either the fuel solenoid or my pump, one of the two, is the issue. So I've already pulled the fuel solenoid off and tested it. When you turn the key, the little piston, it goes, sucks down. Turn the key off, it pops back. That's working. So tells me the fuel pump, because I'm not getting fuel in the carburetor. At least, suppose I could unhook it here, disconnect the fuel line here, and see if fuel pumps out. Learn to aim my camera, right? So here's a part number. Made in Hong Kong. So what do you guys think? Or could it just be I'm trying to, I mean, the other day the engine was running. I've never heard an engine run so smooth as this thing was running the other day. I mean, it is sitting there, she's idling, perfect, smooth, no, you know, there was no, I mean, the engine was quiet even, you know what I mean? It just, for a lawnmower engine, this thing was running cherry, beautiful. Until I got out there and went to engage the blade. So I think I'm gonna price to the pump. I think I'll go from that. I'll go there. I'm gonna, because I tested that. Like I said, I tested this fuel solenoid. It's working, and so probably get me a new fuel pump for it, and see how that goes. Now, I do have one other issue. In the process of trial and error on things, you know, occasionally when I try to start it and I let off the key, occasionally that engine will just sit there and crank and crank. One time, see, these here, this here is the wire to the fuse, and then there's another wire. I'm not sure what I done with it. It might still be down there, but on coming out, let's see. Actually, I believe this wire. Okay, so these wires went to right there. So, you know, till I get a fuse. I'll put that back together when I get a fuse. But anyway, I just wanted. At the time, my main goal was to get it where to start up, and then I developed this issue that we're discussing now. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look into ordering the fuel pump, and as soon as it'll start up, run, you can engage the blades and everything. Then I'll button up all the wiring, get my fusible link there hooked back up with a new fuse. In case you're wondering, I blew that fuse in the process of attempting to rewire the key switch without tracing the wires down. So that's the story there. But I now have it correct. Not real sure as to why occasionally when I let off that key, the engine keeps cranking, but that's an issue. Here, I'll hit the key. She's on, and she's working like she's supposed to there. So just occasionally it does that on me. Not quite sure, but she's definitely not getting any fuel. And before somebody comments and says, well, you gotta have the air filter, blah blah blah, the air filter is off because it's not getting fuel. The air filter and the cover is in here. Okay, there sits the air filter. And the cover. And the nut. So yeah, that's that fuel pump is my next step in this. Might as well just put this all back together. One might ask, you got a zero turning in the garage there. You got that Sears sitting over there. Why do you got to have this going? Because I can, and it's always nice to have a backup plan or two when one fails. I hear a helicopter. Is she coming our way? Is she coming our way? Don't sound like it. Hospital's down that way. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at. Um, you know, you can leave comments down, tell me what you think. As good as it was running, I don't think it's because the carburetor is dirty. I think, as I stated, it'd either be the solenoid not letting not energizing, or that pump. I'm quite certain now that it's the pump. So when I get the pump and everything, I'll give another update. And I believe this will be a fantastic unit when I get it running. Then I'll have to work on getting some tires. That tire there is probably been on there since she was new, maybe. That's pretty low. That one there is not far behind it, but not nearly as bad as the other side. So y'all have a good day, and we're supposed to have a cold spell coming on next few days, so might be a little while before I make an update on this unit, or any of them for that matter, but I'll try to do a better job at putting out more content. Lord knows I got plenty of stuff to do. This rider, the zero turn, I'm having an issue with the steering on it. Like you can turn left all day long, and turns fine. Backs up decently. And overall, if you're going forward on relatively level ground, it goes forward pretty good. But if you attempt to make a right turn, it's real slow. And so I gotta look into why it's doing that. And I've been told that there's an adjustment that needs to be made, and maybe it is, who knows, but that'll be something I'll be looking into. I need to get my tiller running again. You know, when you got something you only use once or twice a year, you have to work on it every year, because you just don't. It's not something you use daily. And like your riding mower, you don't use it. You don't really use your riding mower daily, but you use it enough that it don't just sit around. The big issue with that tiller is I need to disassemble it, split it open, and re-grease it, because it's been kind of noisy recently, and last few times I've used it, And then, you know, like I said, I got to clean that carburetor. And, you know, I'll be able to use it again. But I don't want to use it without getting new grease put in it. But that runs. I got a lawnmower, a little push mower out there, runs. The Sears runs. I got to get this thing running for my uncle. He's obviously not in any hurry for me to get it running, because I started on that thing last year, and I told him, I said, first of all, it needs a battery. I can't do anything without a good battery. And I haven't seen a new battery yet, so yeah. This year I got to put new plugs in it, change the back tire, put that seat back on there. She'll be ready to get out and ride, you know. So that's, and I also got sitting here that my uncle that has that rider sitting outside. It's his snow blower. And there sits the engine off of it. It threw a rod. So looking for I'm either gonna try to find him a new engine for it, or I might try and talk him out of it, because see, he wants to have electric start, and I don't blame him. If I was his age, you know, I would probably be more interested in having electric start as well. But if you know, I think I would just to get it running, so it ain't just sitting in here taking up space. I believe I'd just put any old side shaft engine on there, even if I had to go out to Harbor Freight and get a 6 horse out there, you know, 6.5 horse engine put on it. Originally that snow blower had a that Tecumseh in there that got the rod thrown through it. That was an 8.5 horse. 2 horses ain't gonna make much difference. But anyway, next video on this, I should have the fuel pump. Y'all take care. Catch you later. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you want. And I'll catch you later.